fishies. Here, fishies. Well, they're not wanting to come up and eat right now. Fishies, come on. I don't know if you can see them in there. There's 3, but they're not coming up to eat. Not hungry yet. This is my little green area, my little green garden. I have this cute as little panda who's fishing. So cute. There are some plants in here that look like they're pretty healthy at the moment, so it's good. And there's a few fish. And I have this panda bamboo around the edge. It's looking pretty at the moment. I got this new fern, but it's a combination fern, so there's actually a few different types. So there's this one, and the new leaves get quite red, which is cool. There's this one here, and then there's this funky looking one, which it's just a bit of a combination. And then there's this one here, which has just put out some new leaves. And I love how it gets this kind of like a white line down through the leaves. It's looking real pretty. I wasn't really a fan of ferns before, but now that I put the pond in, and I needed some plants in here that get a little bit of shade, I thought the ferns might be good. So yeah, so I'm going to be doing some watering. Just got to put the hose on a good setting. Look how beautiful this little pond's looking today. My fishies are not ready to eat yet. They're not coming up. I put some fish food in there, but I think they're still a little bit sleepy, to be honest. Okay, I'm just going to be watering. Got a lot of watering to do. This is my nectarine tree. One of my nectarine trees. And I have a lot of watering because I'm going to be going away and everything needs to be done. Oh, little spider down here. I tend to water for a little bit of a count, maybe 30 or 40. I count in my head and then I move on to the next one. These are all my baby Japanese maples. They're looking pretty good at the moment. I grew them from seed and I feel so good about that because it can be quite tricky. And I've had them for over a year now, and these are over a year old, and as you can see they're still very small. So I'm hoping that the next year they'll make a lot of height. I'm just gonna shoot the water straight into the grass. It'll run down into the soil, so Not too worried about that. Usually I try to aim for the soil, but grass is so thick, it's too hard. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. This is a normal routine of mine. Just coming out and watering all my plants. It takes a while. I don't have any irrigation set up or anything like that. I just water everything with the hose, but I don't know. I kind of feel like it's a bit nicer because then you get to actually just be in your garden. And I don't really consider watering the plants as hard gardening work. Like that, to me, it's very easy and it's just a way to show your plants some love. Guys, I just spotted something. I need to remember where I'm up to, but I just spotted something in my garden. Hold on. Just gonna run over here for a sec. Look at this. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. So pretty. Oh. Look, there's another one that's gonna bloom too soon. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm so happy it bloomed before I went away. So nice. Oh, and here's another one. Oh, I'm so happy. Look, and it's got a couple more buds. Now, I knew these were gonna bloom soon, but I didn't know when, and I have to go away for a couple days, and I was a bit worried that they would bloom while I'm away and that I wouldn't get to see them. But how gorgeous is that? Oh, I like the curly. I like how it's kind of curly around the leaves. So pretty. So these are two of my hibiscus. And I have another one over here, but this one hasn't bloomed. It has like an old bloom bud on it, actually. But there's no other new buds on there right now. But oh man, that's so pretty. So gorgeous. I go back to where I was up to. I love this time of day because the sun is coming through. Oh, that bowl there, that's got water, that's for the birds. The sun is coming through over here. And so everything is just nice and glowing at the moment. I love the morning glow that the plants get. So pretty. Right as I said that, the clouds started going over. Look at that morning glow. So gorgeous. Alright, where am I up to? So these are some Japanese maples that I grew from seed. You can see some of them look a bit healthier than others. I think this one's looking quite nice. And then this one here is looking quite nice. This one here lost a lot of its leaves and now it's got more coming on. I'm just giving everything a thorough water. This one down here, this is also a Japanese maple and it didn't get its leaves yet and it's already summer and yeah, I don't know if it's going to put them out or not. I'm hoping it still will. And this one here, this bonsai down here is dead, but I still water it because I think, oh, just in case, it might bounce back. We never know. Oh, hi, Tori. Hi, how are you? I gotta try and block the wind, I think, from the phone. because I just realized the sound might be a bit muffled. So these are my straw flowers. They're looking pretty good at the moment. So nice. And I'll show you something. If you don't know much about straw flowers, they sound like paper or straw. So they're kind of cool. And they're very strong flower, like this flower can handle a lot. It's very strong. Some flowers, the petals fall off so easy, but not these ones. The petals, they're very strong on here. And I like that it's a strong, resilient type of flower. They're pretty at the moment. Okay. Just watering these plants over here. These are like my neglected plants. They're so neglected, these ones. I think because they're just out of the way from the rest of my garden. And what happened was I grew quite a few plant seeds, and then I ended up with way more than I needed. And my leftovers kind of just got chucked over here, and they got neglected a little bit. But I don't really know what to do with them, to be honest. Maybe I could give them away or something. Okay, where am I up to now? This one's not looking too good. So this one is a lavender, a blue lavender, and gomphrena. And man, about a couple weeks ago, this one looked really good, but I don't know, it's looking a little bit sad now, and I'm just wondering if it's coming to the end of its life or something. It's not looking too good. What is that? This is some sort of mushroom. That's so strange. And is that just growing out of the bottom of the pot? Oh, it is. That's so peculiar. And so yellow. At first I was like, oh, wait, what is that? I thought it was a sponge or something, but I was like, how did that get there? That's so strange. Weird little mushroom. This one here is a dwarf peach. I do hose down in here sometimes, only because I don't like it when spiders all set up their nests in there. Yeah. So this is a dwarf peach. It's very small. It's a beautiful plant, and it gets beautiful fruit on it, really compact. This is my basil. It's starting to flower at the top. And this basil is shooting up everywhere. You can see there's more here, there's more over there. It's spreading a lot, but I don't mind it because basil's really good for keeping the bugs away. So it's actually pretty helpful having lots of basil around. This is my solar panel down here for the fish pond, the solar pump. That's why there's cords everywhere. And this is a cherry blossom, but this is a Taiwan cherry blossom. And I thought it might handle the heat here a little bit better. So I got a Taiwan cherry blossom to handle the heat, but as you can see, the leaves are still reacting a little bit because we've had scorching sun. Sorry. Oh, hi, Lou does stuff. Hi, how are you today? What is it? What is the time where you are? For me, it is 8:30 in the morning. There's a rooster that keeps crowing. I don't know if you can hear it. It's just going constant. So this is one of my cherry blossoms, a Taiwan cherry. This one here is a mulberry bush. And mulberry bushes do love this type of weather. I've cut this one down before. It did grow all the way to the roof, and I had to cut it back down because it was just growing straight up. So I cut it back down, pruned it back, and now it started putting out a lot more branches. But it's a lot shorter now. Have a look at this though. This is a random mushroom. A random yellow mushroom popped up. I don't know what type it is. I'm definitely not going to be eating it. Don't want to have any reaction. You can see there's more basil in here with the mulberry. This basil is popping up everywhere in my garden. It's good if it keeps the pests away. But yeah, it's getting a little bit crazy. Where are you from at the moment? I am in Australia. And it's only 8:30 in the morning and it is already really hot. The sun is high. It's hot. So sometimes it's best for me to water in the morning before it gets way too hot and then I'll get bad sunburn or something. This bush here, this one it's a peach bush. I don't know the exact breed or if it's a hybrid or what, but it grows like a bush. It gets the most stunning peach blossoms in spring. The flowers are so beautiful. I can't get enough. And then it has delicious fruit. So when I ate the fruit 2 seasons ago, so I've had this tree now for 2 fruiting seasons, and yeah, 2 seasons ago the fruit was so sweet. It was like a mix between a peach and an apricot. So it was kind of like a unique kind of flavor, but you could still taste the peach and you could still taste, yeah, apricot kind of thing. And it was delicious. But then last fruiting season, hi Godzilla, how are you? Last fruiting season, this tree didn't do so well. It got attacked by every kind of pest, and so many of my fruit just dropped to the ground and I lost them. And I was so disheartened because it had such pretty flowers. They all pollinated and it was covered in fruit, and then I lost pretty much every single one. And that happened a few times in my garden and it's very, very disappointing. But I have a strategy now that when I get the fruit on next time, I'm going to put bags on the fruit to try and protect them from any sort of like fruit fly or pests. I think that's enough watering for that one. Okay, I added some eggshells in here. I don't know if it works, but someone said that if you put eggshells in plants, it helps them to thrive and do well. So we do get a lot of eggshells, so I put some in here. And this is my watermelon in here. Not my watermelon, oh my goodness. My pumpkin. My pumpkin, and you can't even see the pumpkin growing in the pot, except a random vine. But the pumpkin is all over the place. There's some of it in here. There's some of it down here. You can see some. And over here. So it is growing in there, but it's not growing where I can see it very well. So I don't know if it's not liking the sun in this position, but it's growing in a really weird way. Give it some water. This one here, and as you can see, basil again has spread here. Basil has spread here. It is everywhere. This one is a plum tree. It's a cherry plum. And the leaves are already starting to turn red. It's starting to lose its leaf for autumn. Well, technically, I think it's autumn in only like 4 or 5 days. So it's not totally out of season for it to be doing that. And this one also had the most beautiful, delicious plums. So I think I got about 2 or 3 plums off this tree. So not many, but I think it was the first time that it actually fruited. And those plums were delicious. Honestly, the best plums I think I've ever had. So this cherry plum tree has very delicious, amazing fruit. I just realized that trunk of the basil is so big. It's a really big trunk of a herb. It's quite thick. And it looks like it's turning into a tree. Just gonna give my panda bamboo a bit more water over here. Okay, and we have some tomatoes growing in here. There's some fruit. There's some tomatoes in there. Can't really reach them to pick them right now, but I can get them a bit later. So my tomatoes are still going really well. They're quite old now. I've had them, I don't know, about 2 years maybe. And I haven't had to do anything with them. They just keep growing. Some of it will die back. And the rest just keep growing, and they keep dropping seeds, and then more shoots come up. These are all new little babies down here. This is my liquid amber tree, which is such a beautiful tree. But very sadly, a few of my trees have got spider mite at the moment. It's a pest. So I need to treat them all. I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trees that have it, and then 4 little maples have it as well. And so I gotta get some spray to treat them for the spider mite. But yeah, it's a little bit annoying, and it's frustrating when my trees get something like spider mite or scale. I worry so much over it, and it makes me feel really sad because you don't want your trees to be struggling with anything. But the good news is there are ways to treat it. So I just have to be hopeful that we can treat it all right and it will go away, and then we'll fix the problem. So that's what I'm hoping for. I just realized you could see my shadow. And I don't want you to see my shadow. Trying to stay out of the camera at the moment. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see, but they have like a bit of a speckly. I'll just put the hose down and I'll show you. So any leaf I turn over probably has it, because this tree's got it bad at the moment. But that there is spider mite. So I'm gonna have to treat it. Unfortunately, it's a bit sad. It's a beautiful tree. Hopefully it will be able to survive and make a beautiful comeback. This tree is a liquid amber, and in autumn last year, this tree was stunning. The amount of different colors on the leaves was just amazing. Don't laugh, but this this was my attempt at a bonsai, and it looks ridiculous. And honestly, I don't know what I was thinking. I watched videos on how to bonsai. I read, and man, it didn't matter how much I watched and read, I still did an epic fail. Have a look at this. What is even going on here, and what was I thinking? This is the worst bonsai, I think, in the world. But I think I'm going to have to go through and pull all this wire off and just let it do its thing, because whatever I was trying to get it to do, I feel like it's an epic fail. This is the worst bonsai in the world. It almost looks like a person, like a little man with his arms out or something, and a big hairy head. But yeah, I obviously cannot do bonsai, so if any of my friends are watching, don't ask me to help you bonsai, because I can't do it. It looks terrible. I need help. I'm the one who needs help. I need someone to come and teach me how to do it, because that's just a big fail. I mean, I think if I take all the wire off it and just let it do its thing, I think it will bounce back, and I think it will look nice. But right now, poor tree. Poor tree. Just giving some water to my ferns in here. This is actually my husband's favorite. So I asked him, which plant do you like the most out of all my garden? Which tree? And he picked this fern in here. I think because it's got the white pattern on the leaves, and he just, I think he likes it, thinks it's cool. I just was surprised because I have some really beautiful trees. I've got some beautiful maples, and he went for this fern, which is so interesting to me. There's another fern over here. I just couldn't believe, out of all my plants, that's the one he picked as his favorite. I'll come back around to do that one. It's a little bit out of reach. These are just some chives, and to be completely honest, I haven't used these in over a year, I think. So even though I'm growing herbs, like there's some spring onion in here too. Even though I'm growing herbs, I haven't actually come out and picked and used any in my cooking for a very, very long time. I do think I just forget about it, and I think the best way for me to remember is if I did break some off and then put it inside in the fridge, then it would be there in my face and I would think to use it. But having it in the garden, I often don't even think to come out and get it. This is mint, and this mint is looking very sad. I don't know how to fix this one. I don't know. Usually it's really lush and leafy and beautiful. I'm wondering if it's getting too much water because we've had a lot of rain, or if it's getting too much sun. I don't know. Just one of those things. I can hear the pretty magpie singing. I wonder if she'll come over. I have a female magpie bird that keeps wanting to come in to my yard and hang around me while I'm in the garden. I think we're making friends. I think we're making friends with each other. Now you're probably wondering why I'm watering these when they're absolutely drenched, and that is because I'm not going to get a chance to water these for the next couple days, and it is really hot weather, so I'm just really hoping that if I give everything a big water now, hopefully they won't dry out too much over the next couple days and they'll be able to manage. This is some taro. I just saw your little emote. This is taro here. I got this so I could make a Tongan dish called lu, which I need to work out how to make it. It's getting big, so I think it won't be too long before I'll be able to do it. And this is cauliflower, which is getting really crazy tall. Oh, hi. Here she is. This is that little girl I was talking about. I put some bread out for her. Hi. Hi, pretty girl. Hello, pretty girl. She comes and hangs out with me every day. She's so beautiful, and she often will come and just stand right beside me. I wonder if it's because while I'm walking around in the garden, watering plants or whatever I'm doing, I wonder if it stirs up bugs or something. And then she eats them. It would make sense. But she's really cheeky, so I have in some of my plants little tags. I'll show you. So there's one there. So I have these little tags in my plants of what type of plant it is and what conditions it likes, everything. And I do keep the tags and I put them in the plant with my plants just to keep them in case I ever need to refer back. Now this cheeky magpie, where is she? Hello. This cheeky magpie over here. What are you doing? Hi. So she pulls the tags out of my plants and then she goes and puts them into another pot. So she'll pull a tag out of one pot and go put it in another pot. And I don't know why she's doing this. I don't know if she's just playing a game and actually like trying to play tricks on me, or I really don't know what it is. But she keeps mixing up my tags out of my pots. You're a very cheeky girl. Yes, you are. Cheeky thing. I really don't know why she's doing it. It's very unusual to me. I love it when like animals or nature, they do things real interesting and it shows that they have a bit of a personality. Because it's just, you know, it's interesting. Instead of them just flying in, looking for food, flying out, you know, it's cool when you see them like doing random little interactive things. This one here is a blueberry. It still has some blueberries on it. But we're nearly in autumn, so yeah, the fruit on there is not that good anymore. I haven't been picking them just lately. I've been kind of just letting them go because it's kind of right at the end of the season. But we do have lots of new shoots. You can see the old ones up here, and then these are the new ones here, very vibrant, light green. Gotta give this one a big drink. Cheeky magpie. Oh, she's taking the water from over where the tap is running. So cute. I actually have this. I have this here for the birds. It's looking a bit gross, actually. It looks like something pooped in there. That's not good. But I usually have this out for the birds because every day They won't come in here right now. Like the magpies come in here. The magpies don't really care. But I get heaps and heaps of sparrows and pigeons, and they all hang out over in this area and drink the water and bath in the water. But every time I come outside, they fly off. So I can only see them out of the window. But I put this water out for them. And I sometimes will put seed out, so I don't know if you can see it actually, but we have birds, so I take our bird food and I sprinkle it all through the grass here, and then they come down and eat it. And there, I can actually see a few of them all hanging out, probably waiting for me to go inside so they can all come down. Oh, the heat is really starting to pick up now. It's nearly 9 o'clock in the morning. And now it's really starting to feel hot. It's amazing how hot it gets so early here. So this is a peach tree, and it's starting to lose its leaves. This peach tree gets stunning flowers like a cherry blossom, but it's a peach blossom. It gets very beautiful flowers in spring. Okay, water this beautiful, beautiful hibiscus. It has such a beautiful flower on here today, so stunning. And there's another bud up here, so it's going to open another one. So pretty. Now it's such a small pot, and I'm wondering if I should transfer these hibiscus into bigger pots, because I want it to be able to thrive and grow really well. At the moment it's such a tiny pot, but it is doing really well, and it's putting out such beautiful flowers already. So stunning. There's a petunia in here that's, I don't know, it's almost had it. I don't know what's going on with this one. It's still alive. I'm still watering it, but it's looking sadder and sadder every week. And I'm wondering if it's coming to the end of its lifespan, because they don't last forever, those ones. I can feel that heat so much right now on my back. The sun's getting a lot higher. Oh, I have a relaxing voice. Oh, thank you. Actually, I don't like my voice at all, and every time I hear it played back, I cringe when I hear my voice. I'm always like, oh, I sound so terrible. And I thought, how's anyone ever going to take me seriously when I've got a voice like this? So that's very nice of you to say that. This one here is a Prunus albens, and it's not liking the heat. It's got spider mite like a couple of my other trees. I need to treat it. But this one gets gorgeous flowers. It's just like a cherry blossom. This one's a plum blossom. And oh, if only I could I don't know if you can see that down there, but that's the kind of flowers it gets, just covered in flowers, covered in blooms in spring. It is so stunning. Right now it's looking not real good. It's not looking like anything fancy at the moment, but that tree right there is one of the biggest features in my garden in spring. It is so stunning. This one here is a crepe myrtle. It's a pink one. I have 2 pink and 2 red. Give it a good drink. Sometimes the water hits leaves and just rolls the way I don't want it to. This one here is a hydrangea. I don't know what type, but I call it a butterfly hydrangea because it gets big butterfly looking flowers all over it. But I don't know the exact name. But the foliage is really pretty. So even though right now there's no flowers on this, the foliage is still really pretty. And same with this one, this hydrangea here. It's got beautiful foliage. So I'm not sad that it doesn't have flowers right now, because even though it does get stunning flowers, the foliage is still so pretty. And it adds a lot of nice green to my garden. I like to have big pops of green. So this one here is Abelia kaleidoscope, and it is such a random plant. It can grow thick and you can keep pruning it into like a hedge or a ball type of thing. But look at this. It has such unique foliage, and then it has really strange flowers. The flowers are very different, and they're kind of on the end of every single stalk. It's got flowers on every end of every little branch. And I have 2 of these. When I saw it in the plant shop, I thought, oh, that's so interesting and beautiful. I want to take it home. Then I took it home and I actually had instant regret, because when I put it in my garden, I thought, oh, I don't know if it goes with my overall look of my garden. But I ended up putting them one either side of my Japanese lantern. And I think they look pretty nice. I think they're doing all right. This one over here is growing crazy. It's probably full of moths and spiders and bugs, so it's very compact. And it doesn't need a lot of water, but I just try to give it a bit of a drink. Over here there's a little bit of a spot where it will get into the soil. But this is so compact. And it's growing in such a beautiful, like, Christmas tree type of style. I love it. Okay. I think that's enough for that one. These down here are my pretty little balloon flowers. So you can see there's a little balloon there, and basically they get bigger and bigger, and then they pop open to a stunning flower. There's quite a few flowers on here at the moment, and I have a pink one. There's a pink one here, and there's a tiny little balloon there, so that'll keep getting bigger until it pops. And another purple here. These are so pretty. And after taking them home, I found out that they are a Japanese plant. And this made me happy, because I do have a lot of Japanese plants in my yard, and I thought, oh yay, it still stays within the theme of having my Japanese plants. So that was good to know. And I'm gonna have to go through and weed this, because there's a lot of celosia popping up everywhere. And I do not want that to take over these plants, because these plants are very beautiful to me. And I don't want anything ruining them. This is celosia here. I've got a lot of pink celosia. I did have orange and red and yellow, but I got rid of them because I just felt like the orange and yellow didn't go so much in my garden. So I really wanted to keep it to like pinks, pinky kind of colors. This one here is Hebe Kiwi. I just think that's a funny name. And it needs deadheading, as you can see. It's got a couple of flowers on here, but a lot of them have had it, so I need to go through and deadhead. And this is my little bee bath that I made for the bees. I'm just cleaning it at the moment. I'm refilling the water, but I'm also giving it a good wash. Try and get all the dirt out of it. Try and clean it a little bit. And even though I made it for the bees, sometimes little birds come and drink a little bit from it as well. And probably the frogs like it too. My other pond is closed, so I've got like a netting over my other pond so nothing can get into it, because the cats were getting in and getting at my fish, and I lost a few fish. It was very sad. So now I make sure that I keep a netting over it to protect it. But now nothing else can get into my pond, so no dragonflies or anything. So having this little tiny one here is all good. Okay, this beautiful hibiscus, wow. Looking so gorgeous. Are you located in Brisbane? No, I'm not. So I'm actually heading to Brisbane this weekend. But no, I'm not in Brisbane. That's quite far away. It's far away still from me. Look at that gorgeous flower. Whereabouts are you from, Godzilla? Are you Australian or? This one here is Angelonia. And a lot of flowers have just opened up on here, so it's exciting. It's not really in season now for it to be opening flowers because we're about to head into autumn, but I never want to complain about plants deciding to flower. It's very good. Have you been to the Brisbane Botanic Gardens? Yes, I have. And to be honest, in my phone photos, and I have lots of footage and photos that I was going to make a YouTube video from the Botanical Gardens. I haven't got around to putting it all together yet, but I've already got lots of pictures and videos all ready to go for when I decide to put it into a video for YouTube. Just recently I went to Brisbane last weekend. I have to go quite regularly at the moment. And I went on the weekend and I found a little nursery called Mappins. So I did take a little bit of footage in there and I uploaded it as a short a few days ago. And yeah, it was really cute. And I've been to the Botanical Gardens in Brisbane, I think twice. And also, what is it called? There's actually a couple of Botanical Gardens. So I went to one near Mount Coot-tha, I think it is, Mount Coot-tha. And it was really pretty, and they had beautiful Japanese garden in there, and they had a bonsai house with lots of bonsai plants, and I love that stuff. They had lots of spiders all around the garden. We were pointing out all the big spiders. But yeah, I do like that. And then we went to another one which also was referred to as Botanical Gardens. It might be the Brisbane Botanical Gardens, not Mount Coot-tha. I don't know, but there was another one, and it was over near the water, a bit more like near the river in Brisbane City. Yeah, but I don't know, like, I don't know what that one was called. And I felt like the one over Mount Coot-tha had way more to offer. The other one, to be honest, it was set up at Christmas time with lighting for Christmas lights. And because of that, they had lots of areas that didn't really look appealing, because during the daytime, all the wiring from the lights and all the artificial features that they had just did not look good in the daytime. It probably looks very beautiful at night when they turn it all on. But in the day, just having all these artificial features everywhere, yeah, to me it didn't look as nice. So I definitely prefer the Mount Coot-tha Botanical Gardens. Oh, here's a little spider. A little guy. Now this hydrangea is so gorgeous. It gets massive balls of flowers on it. It had a really big one this last year, and it turned green, and I was going to keep it on there for the beautiful green flowers that I had, because it still looked healthy. It would just change color, and I kept it there for a long time. And then I did read that if you remove it, your tree will do better. It will thrive. So I took the big massive ball of flowers off this hydrangea. Oh my gosh, something just ran over my foot. Ugh. You never know what's gonna get you. Scared the crap out of me. But yeah, I removed that big massive ball of flowers, and now this hydrangea, I feel, is shooting up a lot taller, a lot thicker and healthier. So sometimes, even though the flowers might look beautiful to keep them on, they can hold your plant back from growing and thriving. So I just cut it off. Okay, where are we up to? I've nearly finished this whole side, and then I can go on to my maples. My Japanese maples. This one really doesn't like it when I water the flowers. They all go really sad and droopy. But within a few hours, they all pop back up again looking happy. Birdies! I have a couple of birds in this bird cage. Little rainbow Gullian finches. They are so pretty, but right now... Hey, birdies! There's one at the top of that little ladder. I don't know if you can see it. He's got his back turned to me. I'm looking for the other one. I might just go over there actually. Just always got to check, hey. Where's your little friend? Oh, you're in the nest. Hello, pretty. Hello, pretty. Hi, pretty birds. It's not going to want to focus. Hello. Hello, cutie birdies. They're very pretty. Hi, pretty birds. And I have these plants in here as well. I'm hoping that this vine one will keep growing up and it will fill in the cage really nicely. But yeah, these are our two little pretty Gullian finches. They're so gorgeous. Usually they stay up here, but I think I came over too fast and gave them a fright. Now they're staying at the back. Look at that beautiful glow. It's looking so stunning. I love it when the sun hits the side. Oh, look at all the birds. I don't know if you can see the birds on the roof next door. They're all starting to get ready to come down because they live in my yard all day, every day. And they're all waiting for me to go inside so they can all come down and eat. Because all our bird food ends up out here in the grass. And the hose has popped off. Got it. Okay. Hang on, birdies. You just gotta wait till I go inside, then you can come down and eat. I don't mind if they come down before that, but they just never do. They always wait till I'm inside, out of the way. And then they come down and have so much fun. And I had a really big lizard in my yard, a really big one. And it was actually playing with the birds. It was chasing the birds. I took a video of it, and it's one of my shorts. So one of my shorts in my video is this big, huge lizard chasing these birds around the yard. And I just thought, I've never seen that before. And it honestly seemed like it was playing with them. I just thought that was so fascinating. This hydrangea has grown, and that makes me so happy because only a few days ago, this was probably half the size. We've had a bit of rain, and now it's just really shot up all of a sudden. It's very good to see. One, two, three. I'm gonna make sure I give it enough water. Okay. Back to this one. It's another crepe myrtle. And judging by the color, I think it's a diamonds in the dark, and it's a pink. Okay, and this one here's a little blueberry. But the blueberries are so tiny. It's kind of at the end of the season. And the tree now is starting to grow very tall. As you can see, there's one big branch coming out. So hopefully it's gonna shoot up quite nicely. What are these ones in here? I've got a few balloon flowers down here. They're so pretty. You can see one of the balloons there getting ready to pop. And there's actually lots of these little balls through here. Heaps of them. Can't wait till they all pop open. It's gonna be so beautiful. Actually, I've decided I love balloon flowers. I just think it's such a cool aspect that they get these little balls on them and then they pop open. And then other than that, it's also they're very pretty as well, very pretty and dainty. And I also have in here snapdragons. And I grew these from seed, so I'm quite happy with myself. Some yellow and some cream snapdragons, some petunias, there's a white snapdragon, some balloon flowers, more petunias. So yeah, over here, this is an azalea in a boxing bag, punching bag. This is an azalea, but I do not remember what type it is called. I just know it's an azalea, and it will get beautiful peachy pink flowers, and I can't wait for it to open. And for me, I think it looks like it's got little blooms all over it, but it hasn't attempted to bloom at all for weeks, and I don't know when it will. It's been looking like this for a long time, so I don't really know what to do to get it to bloom. I did move it into this position where it gets more sun, but right now it's quite cloudy, so it's not really going to get as much sun today. But I thought maybe some more sun would help it bloom. This one over here is a Cootamundra wattle, and it's Australian native. Gets yellow flowers and a little lavender in here. I haven't really thought about what I'm going to do with these ones. That's why they're just kind of sitting over here in the corner. And this has really bad drainage. There's no drainage holes, so it's a little bit of a swamp. And there are some plants growing in it. But I don't know how they're going to survive. I need to work out how to get... I need to get a drill or something and put some drainage holes in that one. Because that pot was supposed to have drainage holes when I bought it, but it didn't. And it's a little bit frustrating because now every time it rains, it just fills up with water and it's a little swamp. This is a Caracara orange, currently getting eaten by caterpillars, and something is burrowing through the leaves. So I need to go and take all them off. This is a pretty little native down here. This is called Leptospermum ballerina. And you can see it gets very pretty flowers, and I've been told that it's a prolific flower, so bloomer. It will get flowers all over it. And I can see a few more little buds in there coming on too. These are all the cherry trees that I grow from seed. These are all about a year old. And I love how big the leaves are on these cherries. They're all looking so nice. Except, now that I look at it, this one has a little bit of a wiggly trunk. So I'm going to have to fix that. Just give them a good drink. Give the little lemons a drink. These are lots of lemons. And I have a few on. I've got one here. And I have a few over here as well. And this is a little baby liquid amber. Let's put out some new growth in here, so that's good. It's just a little baby one. Okay, now this big tree going up to the top of the roof. This is a Mariposa plum. Just gonna give it a good drink. I'm scratching my face, so that's why the camera's going all over the place. Gonna give this one a very good drink. And this one's starting to change color a little bit. It'll get its autumn color soon. It needs a good drink, I think. And have a look at this. Now it's nearly autumn and this plum has decided to put out flowers. So I have a couple, let's see if I can focus. Hang on. We have new flowers here, so beautiful. And up here there's a couple flowers here as well. That's completely off season, so they normally get these flowers in spring. And we're nearly in autumn, so it's right at the end of summer, and it's decided to put out new blooms. And I'm just wondering why. There's also these ones here as well. Whoops. These ones here as well are gonna bloom open. So it's getting lots of new little flower buds. And that's, yeah, a bit peculiar to be getting them at this time of year. But it could be my fault because maybe I pruned it at the wrong time. So maybe that triggered it to bloom some flowers. But yeah, don't know. I'm not complaining though. Again, little flowers, if they want to put out new flowers, hey, I'm happy. They're pretty. It's also got a lot of, it lost some leaves. Now it's got some new growth coming out on too. So maybe it's tricked up a bit. Maybe this tree thinks it's spring right now.